Hi, my name is Cheri. Welcome to my Stampin' Up! Studio. I have a really quick, really sweet card for you today. I hope you like it. But before we do that, I'm gonna just do a couple of little announcement things. First, if you're watching this the day it posts, then tomorrow, which is March 24th, is the day that this catalog we get its retiring list. So it goes so fast, and I've been doing Stampin' Up! Since 1995. So it's like my start of my 26th year, which is way more than that in catalog years, because we've done some funky things, or we did 2 big catalogs a year, and if you count all these, which have gotten bigger than big, I've done lots of catalogs, and it seems like you just get one and then it's over. So tomorrow you'll be able to find out what in this will be retiring when our new one comes out in May. So a couple things with that. There will be some things that are on sale. Yay, like a sale. There will be a special offer that I have for March 24th and 25th if you purchase any of the retiring stuff or just anything. If you want a copy of the new catalog when it comes out, then you need to have purchased from me since January of next year, and you can find out all this information in the email I will send out later today. And always the best way to find out everything I'm doing is in my email. So that's that with this catalog. And if you still want one of these, I'm happy to send one because the ideas are fabulous and I can get one out in the mail to you. I have a few left. I'm not going to order any more. So once my supply is gone, it's gone. But you can get the new one, which will be exciting, and you need to have placed your order to get one sent to you in the first batch of them by the end of March. Like March, I don't know how many, 31, by the 30th, because I will place my order for those on April 1st, so I need to have that last day of March to figure it all out. The card that I'm going to do today is out of the mini catalog that does go through the end of June. So in the past, these 2 catalogs have had similar dates, but they're redoing the catalog date. So at least you have a lot more time to shop with this. So that's what I'm going to do today. The other thing is I have 2 classes, one that you can still sign up for. I'm actually working on the butterfly class for those of you that are in it. So I'm taking a little break from that to do this video. So that one's being worked on, but I have my retreat that you can still sign up for, and it's going to be fabulous. You will be so sad if you miss it, and details for that are on my website. Everything that we're doing for the retreat stamp-wise is in here. And then upcoming, I will have the Try It Club from the new catalog. So information for that will post. Those are always my most popular classes. The retreats are popular too, but the retreats and Try It class are different. So for today's card, see if I can remember the pages now after I talked. I think it was 48. I haven't even used this. Well, I did use it. I take that back. I used it in the Try It class for this catalog, which was way back in January. So I'm going to use Ice Cream Corner, and I'll be using this more now that it's getting a little warm. Using Ice Cream Corner when it was the depths of, minus 30 degrees here just didn't seem like a lot of fun. The paper's super cute. I have used some of the stamps, and I'll show you which ones. It has an adorable punch that I'm not using today. But it's super cute. And then one of the things that I know has just gotten missed and missed. I think it's page 72. How's my memory? Nope, I just saw it. Oh, maybe right here. Oh, it is 72. Are these Stitched with Whimsy dies. And they are down here because they don't go with any stamp set. And so sometimes when our dies are standalone, you don't notice them as much. But I love them, and I've used them several times. I'm going to use them again today. So with the Sweet Ice Cream set, it is a bundle. It comes with the punch. The punch doesn't do the popsicle, which is what I'm using today. But I have used this Happy Birthday. Just check that font out. Check out how nice and large that Happy Birthday is. It goes with a ton of other cards. So even if you're not making, like if you have a beautiful rose or you have, something that's really elegant, this font doesn't have to be ice cream. So I've pulled both the Happy Birthday and the Thank You out, and we've used them a lot. Then it has the You're So Cool, Treat Yourself, which is always fun to put with a gift card. And then you can always put the With Sprinkles on top or Hope It's Sweet. So it's got some fabulous sayings. So let's get going on this card. Like I said, it's a super fast card, but it's still really cute. And you could whip them out in all kinds of colors. I've gone with a chocolate theme. So I have Early Espresso. I'm going to fold this in half. It's just standard card size for this. So there's our card base. And then I have just shy of a 1/4 sheet. I wanted a little bit more of the chocolate to show than would have standard if you've done it the other way. And then I'm going to use my little Stitch with Whimsy die. There's a whole bunch of sizes, so they work with everything. So I'm just going to put it here towards the top. And you don't want it to go through speed bump, so put it on straight. And if you have a hard time like I do doing that, then just turn your whole paper. And then it won't do that horrible clunking sound because it's not good for your die or for your machine. So just roll that through. And it just gives a really fun print. I was tempted to send it through a folder as well. But see how cute that is? It's just adds that cute little frame. It doesn't pop, it doesn't cut it out, but you can always take your scissors if you want and cut that out. Now let's do our stamping. I have just a scrap here of shimmer white because I wanted the popsicle to look a little bit different. So you could do it straight on vanilla, but I wanted it to have just a tad bit of, look a little bit more vanilla than the vanilla ice cream than that. And then I have a little piece of, this is the natural specialty paper that is part of the limited edition. And nothing could look more like a popsicle stick than that. I mean, it's perfect popsicle stick. Now, here's a little thing. It does take a minute to dry. Well, probably 10 minutes. So more than 1 minute. But that's okay. We'll just set it aside and then we'll just be very careful. I didn't even need to wait for mine to dry because I'm going to show you how to do it. Just make sure you have enough paper around it. It smears ever so slightly with this brown ink. It hasn't done it on some of the other colors. So just be careful. Maybe test a color before you use it. But I'm going to cut that out so it doesn't matter that it gets a little large. So on this, you start with your top piece. For this way, there are so many ways that you can use the popsicles. So this is a fudge sickle. So I want this top to be nice and dark. So there's that. And then I want my bottom to just be very, very, if we still had our vanilla ink pad, that's what I would have gone to, but we don't. So I'm going to stamp it here and then there and then there. So it just has kind of the outline of vanilla. And then you just line that up because it's photopolymer, so it's easy to do. If you want this to be even darker up here, you could put it in your Stamparatus. So you could stamp that a couple of times to get a really rich like fudge, but that was okay for me. Oops, I'm not even done. I don't know why I shut that. So now we need our words. And I went with the You Melt My Heart. Just put this right down here at the bottom. Yeah, I'm done with that. Okay, and then for the ribbon, this is a great little tip for those of you that don't like to tie bows. This is from our Forever Greenery ribbon combo, twine combo pack. So I'm going to take just one of these centers here that goes horizontal. There goes my cat. She's a little crazy right now. Better crazy on the floor though than on my table because, you know, she makes an appearance up here a lot. So just pull one of these. I'm doing it on the spool. If I had a class, then I would cut some. It's just that you don't quite know how much you need. So just pull this and get it started. And once I have a nice little squish of it, I'm just gonna put my adhesive straight across this card. And then I'm gonna go back over here and start with my end. And then just kind of unpull this. So it has that fun ruffle. And as I go, just kind of tack it down. What's wrong, baby? She's crying in the other room. And then when you get to the end, and now if you need it a little bit more, you can lift it up and pull it a little bit more, or you can go ahead and cut that side and pull one string from this side and get just a little bit more. But usually, once you've done it a couple of times, you kind of get a feel for how much you need. Trim this off. That's a nice little touch, and if you don't like to tie ribbons, this is a fun alternative. We don't have very many ribbons right now that do it. This one may be going tomorrow. So if you like it, you better make sure it's not on the retiring list, or it may be on sale and you could stock up. Or we may end up with some more that do a similar thing. Now there's not a punch for either of these, so you just have to hand trim them, but I mean, these are super simple shapes. Here she's coming. I spoke too soon. So with this, you just want to be careful that you don't, well, hello, hop out. Just touch that ink because you can see it's still wet. So what I did, this is an easy one to do. Kind of leave as much paper on it as you can. And you can see I cut a little bit of that smeary off. Just like that. Sippy hop. Okay, so we have this. This is still wet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my adhesive back here, where you know you want your stick to be in the center. Sybil, get out of mommy's camera. Go. Go. And then you just take this and flip it over and just pick that up. So even though that has not dried yet, I can still work with it. And then I want this to be popped up. So again, so I don't have to touch it, I'm just gonna go ahead and put my 2 dimensionals here. That way I can be finished with my card. I can set my card aside and then hope your cat doesn't walk on it and it can dry. But I have also trimmed off a lot of that. My other one I didn't trim off quite as much, but she wasn't walking on the table. So it wasn't really, and here she comes again. Sibby, get out of the way. There's not enough room. There, you sit right there. There you go. So let's stick this to the card. And just remember that your stick is still wet. Okay, and then the reason I went with the You Melt My Heart is because I wanted to use our resin hearts. They're in there. These are my favorite embellishments from the January to June mini catalog. I have used them all the time. I tend to gravitate towards the white ones, but this little pop of red. Sybil Lynn, come on, move. My daughter gave her middle name. I did not. So that little pop of red right there goes with the You Melt My Heart. I debated whether to put it on my ice cream or down here by the You Melt My Heart, but I really liked it up there. And just a couple more touches. I'm going to take my Wink of Stella, that actually is Wink of Stella, just to make my ice cream a little shiny, and it makes this fudge part just a little bit darker. Also going to color that little resin heart so it's shiny and just a little glittery. The nice thing about the Wink of Stella, it's glitter that doesn't fall off your card. And it's glittery without being overtly so. So now we have a nice little glittery thing, but I thought it was still just a tad on the flat side. Not terribly, it's really cute, but you know, I like to add just a little bit of fleck, especially on these white or vanilla cards that may get, the whole thing's a little crooked. You know, my cat, I don't mind when she's in the video if she's in it when I start and there's space for her, but I have a butterfly class sitting to my right and to my left, and there wasn't room for her. But the nice thing about our Stampin' Seal is that you can move it. So let me move this, and then I'll come back and finish the other part. I didn't all the way come back. I wanted you to see that that's one of the great features about the Stampin' Seal, is that it gives you time, that when you do something like that and your card's crooked, you can fix it. Probably takes about 10 minutes, I think, before it's all the way set in stone. I think that's better. So I'm just gonna take my red blend. I'm just gonna add a little bit of red dots. That way the card's not quite so flat. I didn't need the embossing folder to kind of fix it, because I like just a little bit of dimension. You could whip these out and have tons of them because they're all going to be about the same. I hope you can see the little glitter on the popsicles because it's super, super cute. So if you're interested in signing up for any of my classes or getting a new copy of that catalog or finding out what my specials are tomorrow for retirement day, then just head over to my website. If you're on Facebook, the link will be at the top. If you're on YouTube, just look down underneath the video. That's where I always put all of the class supplies or the project supplies and all of my pertinent information. Everybody have a great day, and I will see you back here tomorrow for retirement day. Bye.